Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5.
And I just love the effort. Coverage unit on this one. Everybody winning their one-on-one battles, converging on the football, and getting the kick returner to the ground.
a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Play action on first down. Here's a heat, finding open areas. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Lee to throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Poe. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like You've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Shoots it to the left. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The toss to the outside. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. A little release to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. On the move is the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Let's Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because
gashing the knee on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lee takes to the air, grabs it in the middle, and he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Panthers want to crank for tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Lee to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yardage.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Fires to the end zone, and it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They're going to test the right side with this one. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On 4th down, going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Lee takes to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over San Diego State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for room at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't...
Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the run, now to throw. It's complete to the left. Inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's up to 57 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Martin. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lead a throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They think there's room to run to the right here. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Lee takes to the air. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Then right back to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panther.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 24 over San Diego State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. With jet sweep pass. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
Lee to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart. Lower.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Pitt pushing the base.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Frederick. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he's got a chance. Powers through the defender.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Frederick. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lee takes to the air. Fears the pressure. He tries to take the top off. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Penn State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to run it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Penn State 41, Pitt 14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Lee to throw. Pressure coming. almost had the completion, just missed it.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. From the gun. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Nittany Lions are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The run to the left. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward. I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The play action fake. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've extended extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lee takes to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under fire. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Moving away from pressure. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Under fire.
it's a play-action pass. That quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not.
And that ball's free behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Rushes on him. Buying some time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Gets away. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.